Greetings, how we doing? I hope all are well. Welcome to Tiki's Custom Conjure. Today we're going to be exploring healing the father wound. I took a look at healing the mother wound before. If you haven't had a chance, go ahead and take a look at that video. Today we're looking at healing the father wound. And this is going to be an intuitive therapy session because what we're going to do is we're going to look at what ways the father wound could be showing up in your life, and then pull some tarot cards and get some insight from the collective, from those who will see this. This message will be for you whenever you do see this. It'll provide you some insight as to how you can navigate through and improve your relationships, intimate relationships, work relationships, friendships, co working relationships, interactions with strangers. You will notice that things will shift, and we want to tap into that energy and connect with how can you heal your father wound. Now, first of all, what is a father wound? Now, many of us might have grown up with, or if this is you, you might fit one of, or maybe multiple in this category. Maybe you grew up without your father. Your father was absent in your life. Maybe you didn't know your father. Maybe you thought your father was one person and he turned out to be another. Maybe your father was in your life and you never really got to know that person. They were absent. They were physically there, but emotionally, and they just were not there for you. They weren't present. You also have the instance where the father is there and he makes a lot of broken promises. The father is not there, makes a lot of broken promises. A lot of that does damage to us, especially women. And then we begin to look for those things in the wrong people. We, look for our everything from a partner. We expect our children to do certain things, or we expect the job to have certain loyalty to us. And the reality of it is that you're not looking for a partner. You're not looking, a baby's not going to fill that wound. You're looking for a dad. The job's not going to do it either. The job don't owe you nothing. We're hurt and we feel betrayed by different things and by situations and from people that don't owe us that type of loyalty. The tough thing with that is that we're looking for a father. That absence of a father, that nurturing that a father can provide, that providing that a father can provide. We might have even seen our mother go through particular situations with father. Father was there, maybe. Maybe the father was abusive to mother. So now we're seeing the father behave in a certain kind of way to our mother. So that then taints our image of mother, our feeling of our mother, and it also affects how we feel about our father. So healing that father wound is important. Healing the mother wound is important as well. I'd like to explore all of that for you right here on the YouTubes. But if you'd like to connect with me on the one-on-one, I am opening up a workshop for healing the parent wound, reparenting yourself so that you can tap into that portion of your shadow in regards to what parts of you need reparenting, refathering, remothering. What parts of you need more nurturing, more love and affection? Not even trying to be funny, but what parts of you need that so that it doesn't seek it from all the wrong people or expect it to come from people who are not structured to be in your life in that capacity. We could be looking for the wrong things from the wrong people. And honestly, it's not your spouse, your boyfriend, your partner's, your girlfriend's responsibility to be there for you in particular ways. The father wound can show up in the men and women, no matter what you identify, it can show up there. And it can show up from most times in your life, and you don't understand why you're having these blockages. Why do you keep dating the same men? Why do you keep winding up in the same abusive relationship? Why do you keep winding up in dead end jobs? Why don't you just figure out how to get your life together? It's bigger than just you. And I'm glad that you clicked on this video because now you're going to take a look at how you can heal this father wound and how you can improve your life for the better. Okay, let's jump into it. Since we are live, we're just going to go ahead and channel. I just want to shout out to me. This is my first live video, so if you're seeing this, keep in mind this is your girl's first live video. And that's that on that. All right, let's connect. Ancestors, angels, guides, spirit team. I call forward all those available so that I may be used to deliver intuitive messages in regards to healing the father wound. May this message resonate with all of those that may see it. May they like, share, comment, and subscribe. Amen. Let's get started. My regulars are probably giggling. Okay, so what do we need to know right now? So you today, you see the way it just jumped out? Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you're definitely on the vibe of I could be way more ahead financially. That's the way you're feeling. It's like the block is in finances. You got the Guru card, which is the Hierophant, and the Two of Pentacles. Now, these two cards come out with the present blocks. The blocks are you're trying to figure out your way of doing things. You're trying to figure out the way that resonates with you the best. Your way, your style, your fashion, the food you eat, where you shop, your friends. You kind of had an opportunity to get like a clean slate of all this. You've been purging friends, purging clothes, deciding that you're going to eat a certain way. But then it's like, okay, if I'm going to eat a certain kind of way, what kind of foods are those? How do I prepare that? Who has that? And you're trying to get into that. So there's a juggling with that. There's a juggling between like the past you and the you that knows that inner peace is going to require you to tap into your authentic self. Okay? So your present energy is feeling like I could be making way more money, and you really can. And it's a call for you to tap into your authentic self. So right now, you're juggling between the past you and the new you that you're manifesting, that you're calling into your reality. Okay? How is this connected to your father wound? We got the Two of Cups and we got the Ace of Wands. This literally speaks about passion and love. This juggling between your past life and your current life is in regards to love, the balance of it. You want love to feel balanced. You want to feel passion with somebody. You want to feel like, I want to feel the heat with somebody. I couldn't help it. I love me some Whitney Houston. Me and Whitney got a bunch of similar planets. I love me some Whitney. So, anyway, but there's a lot of fire energy coming up in here. Particular, you might want maybe you're a water sign that is looking for a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You might have a lot of those placements in your chart, and it's like you're seeking that energy to balance you out. You're seeking somebody that has that energy that can give you what you're putting out, what you're giving to them. You want to be in that space of collaboration. So this is connected to the father wound where he felt that way. He wanted to be with someone where the love was balanced, where it was passionate. But what's happening is that probably felt like a lot of work. And he probably had lots of options. So why would dad put in the work if he's got lots of options? That's not up for us to judge. We're healing this, okay? So this is connected to the father wound because dad didn't want to put in a lot of work because he had lots of options. Wanted love and affection, wanted things to feel passionate, wanted to co-create life, and you know what I'm saying? This is what comes up because this was the time period probably for some. Now if y'all are a bit younger, but it's given half on the baby. Okay, sorry. Just get that out. But maybe that was your parents' song. You know, maybe you were already born and they just got a thrill or they felt alive. I'm getting chills. So that is definitely confirmation that half on the baby. I'm gonna just leave it at that. If you don't know, you don't know. I'm not gonna say who sang it. Don't come from me. It's the channel message. It resonates with you. My parents wasn't even listening to R. Kelly, but anyway, this is resonating to you. So this is an energy of, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to feel the passion. They wanted to be in that space. But why put in the work, baby, when I can have whatever I want? Okay? Which is kind of similar to the singer of that song too, unfortunately. But what do you need to release? In regards to this, what do we need to release? Okay, this one jump. Okay, things not being fair, the unfairness of it, and Page of Cups. Your emotions around it. No, it's not fair. Okay? No, it doesn't feel fair. No, it doesn't feel right. No, it's not right. I get it. And with that, you're just going to have to control your emotions. Release what emotions you might have. A card dropped. In the form of like writing it out, doing burn release. If you're interested in a cord cutting, I can help you with that as well. But we ain't holding on to that because they're telling me to remind you that a key to healing this father wound is forgiveness. Through forgiveness, can you heal your wounds? Okay. Not calling people up and be like, hey, I forgive you. No. But allowing yourself the grace, the beauty of forgiveness. Okay. That helps you heal all wounds. That helps you heal and grow, period. So the card that fell was the Page of Swords. Okay. You've got to release this overthinking. No, it's not fair, the treatment that you received. No, it's not fair, the relationship that you had with your father. No, it's not fair, the way he treated you. No, it's not fair, the way that he wasn't there. No. No, it's not fair, the way he treated your mother. No, it's not fair, the things that you saw him do. No, it's not. But what is fair for you is for you to forgive the situation so that you can move on. You have life to live. Even if he has passed on, it's important for you to understand that forgiveness is important for you to move on so that you can live your life. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter when you see this message. This resonates with you. If you're feeling the sensory tingles like I'm feeling right now, this message is for you. Okay? You have got to stop thinking about it, retelling it, release those emotions, and come to terms with no, it is not fair, the justice card, but it is important for you to release those emotions, not hold it in, and come up with a new way, a new plan to push and move forward. I'm hearing Papa was a rolling stone. If that's the case, wherever he laid his hat was his home. And that's just what it is. And it's not up to you to feel as if he has to then come back and make things right. Or that doesn't mean that, because it's like I feel like y'all are weighing heavy on a partner in regards to monogamy and being present in the relationship. Man, this is heavy. But if the man has not married you, y'all not married. You're not committed to y'all are single. Okay, now not like single, like do whatever you want. There is a moral code. Yes, I'm not gonna be delusional. But at the same time, you're looking for someone to be committed to you, and it could be a representation of the absence of father and him not being committed to you. Okay. So I bet you once we come to terms with this father wound, we won't struggle with being in relationships with men who don't see that, dating or being in a relationship is a commitment, right? And some of us are attracting that type of energy because we need to heal this wound, because we need to practice some forgiveness. We need to release those emotions around that, okay? Now, what can manifest once we do? What can manifest once we do? We're going to feel more connected with our intuition. And I feel like that was the key from the beginning of the reading. Like many people felt disconnected from the inner knowing, from the inner understanding. Like we're not seeing red flags. We're ignoring certain things. We're feeling like we can fix certain things. And it's just like, your intuition is screaming at you, but because you don't know how to make that connection, Four of Cups, you're kind of just in this, is that for me? I'm seeing 999, but I don't know what that means. I'm seeing 10. I'm seeing 8, but I don't know. I'm being told 777 need to go in introspection, but I'm not really paying any attention. You're going to, once you enter that state of forgiveness, once you understand that no, it's not fair, but for you, you've got to move on. You've got to forgive. You've got to set up your own way of being for yourself to live. You're going to be more connected to your intuition than ever before. And you're going to know when it's time to leave. You will no longer stay in relationships too long. You're going to be like, nope, that'll do it. You'll be like, I'm taking my things and I am going. Bye. And you will not be in these relationships and then wondering why people got you fucked up. First of all, you didn't recognize the red flags. They made it past that. Your intuition was not, you were not connected. You're out of alignment when it comes to your faith. And with that, you're not connected to your intuition. So as soon as you sort through that, you will be connected to your intuition and you will not stay anywhere longer that does not deserve your energy. Where should you focus your energy now that you have this new information? We have the Knight of Cups, moving forward, more calculated, in control of our emotions, not over emotional, not being in demand of things. We know our worth. See, there's a difference. Not saying that you don't worth. That's not what I'm saying. You know your worth, but there's no need to demand anything. Things come to you in flow because of who you are, not because you've got to convince anybody to do anything. Oh no. Mm-mm. Okay. Where should you focus your energy now that you have this new information? Controlling your emotions, temperance, sweeter, softer, more feminine energy. Okay. You don't have to avenge anybody that got your father messed up. You don't got to do that. You don't have to sit up in the I don't have to work. I don't have to see, because let me get my words together. I don't want to say you don't have to work hard, but there are certain not certain there are certain beauty regimens, certain standards that you like to adhere to, right? And when you're out of your feminine energy, when you're out of balance, you don't even want to do those bare minimum things that you feel are bare minimum. So, this message is saying that you should focus your energy on nurturing yourself, giving yourself the things that you desire. Okay, because it's important for you to move calculated in your emotions. And the best way to do that is to fill your cup, right, before you go and fill other people's. Take your time and move calculated and slow and you're moving towards the future, calculated and slow, not. I'm going to make a recommendation for you too, as well, people. 48 Laws of Power, because this book in particular speaks about not necessarily showing your allegiance to particular things, kind of being in that space, and in that energy of not showing, poker face. Don't let everybody know who you ride with. Like, I'm pro this, I'm pro that. Just kind of listen to what people have to say and then make your decision accordingly. That's how you're going to move from now on. Okay, you're not going to be all like, oh, well, I think that people that do this or that, you're going to be more calculated, listening more, hearing what people say. See, because sometimes we ask questions and we want to hear a particular answer or particular outcome. So we imagine, oh, I can change them. Oh, when they said that, they really meant no. They said what they said and they meant what they said, and you need to believe them. So then when you hear some shit that's not nurturing to you, that doesn't line up or make sense, it's important for you to keep it pushing. Okay? We are healing the father wound by understanding that, yes, we need to invest in ourselves for us to feel complete, to feel whole, to feel, I'm hearing the word rewarded. It's not my opinion, these are channel messages. And because there wasn't a nurture, a self love, there was a lot of depletion. Well, why should I do that? Why should I exert this energy? I feel like some of you have been told that even about flowers. Like, why should I do that if it's time to move past that, push past that energy where, wow, I just was shown something really quick. Move past that energy where you're aware that you deserve a certain treatment. So you're going to invest in yourself a certain kind of way. Okay? You're not going to say, well, these people don't deserve this because I could just be doing this. I'm just going to go. I can leave whenever I want to. We know that you can. We know that you're capable of. We know you. Okay. And with that being said, it's time for you to allow yourself to sit and listen. What is actually being said? Because maybe people don't have you fucked up. You had yourself fucked up. Why are you allowing people to get certain access to you? Why are you sitting in certain spaces, in certain circles, around certain people When that energy is not in alignment with where you're trying to go, remember you have the Two of Pentacles where it's like you're juggling the old you and the new you. And the new you is telling you, listen, we're not going to mismanage our heart anymore. We're not going to fumble what we need. We're going to understand that although some situations were not fair, it is important for us to control our emotions, control the way we think, and move on. Okay, being in control of your emotions, being it is the biggest flex because you're not overly giving your energy to shit that does not deserve it. You're not focused on things that aren't going to be beneficial for you. You're only focusing your energy on things that have, are for the betterment of you and for your community and those around you. It's not just because bullshit. And no, not in the negative, what's in it for me, in that energy of knowing your worth and understanding that this is a wound that we need to heal, where we don't feel like nurturing ourselves before we give to others. No, you must nurture yourself before you give to others. Even though your dad did not see that as a necessity in the now, in the 2024 and beyond, because that's when I'm recording this, it's important for you to nurture yourself for the energy that which you want to receive in return. So, in regards to healing your father wound, I hope that this message helps you and that you're able to move forward with this. If you'd like to connect with me more in depth, we can do this style reading one-on-one. And I'm also opening this up to a reparenting course, which will have a channeled message for the collective. I probably will be a pick a card. This way, anyone else who watches it thereafter has an option to then be in alignment, right, with the message that is directly for them. I love picker cards in that regard because it's so convenient how they do that. It's like mind blowing how a picker card picks the person timelessly. Like you're like, whoa, that message is so on point. So be on the lookout for my reparenting course, and I hope this message in regards to healing your father wound serves you. I offer in person in Las Vegas and virtual readings, and exploring, connecting with your higher self, shadow work, healing the father wound, mother wound, past life lessons, ancestor messages, all types of juicy, intuitive therapy style tarot channeled message readings. So if that sounds like something that interests you, I'm your girl. Connect with Tiki's Custom Conjure, Bronx Educated. Shout out to you. Shout out to all of you abroad. I'm so glad that you made it this far. In this reading, I appreciate you. Have a good night, good day, good week, good weekend, wherever it is, or whatever time and space you might watch this. Infinite love and gratitude. Stay well. Bye.